Well, it's not very often that you hear me say I can't recommend a product, but you will today.
House on the Mend.
Hi, I'm Mike with House on the Mend, and this is the Garvee 15-gallon fuel caddy. Now, Garvee reached out to me, sent me this product for free for my independent review. And I want to give you the full unboxing all the way up to where the issues started so you can see that I'm not just blowing them off. I really put a lot of effort into making this a great video. So here is the full unboxing and my initial thoughts. Real quick, something I want to draw your attention to as we get ready to unbox this. If you see on the packaging here, the net weight, so not the total weight with the box included, but just the tank itself, is just over 23 pounds. So when you consider a gallon of gasoline is between 6.1 and 6.3 pounds, 15 gallons of gasoline is going to be 93 pounds. You add this to it, you're looking at like 116 pounds that you're going to try to maneuver. So make sure you have a plan in place for how you're going to fuel this, because you're not just going to lift it and put it into the back of your trunk or lift it and put it into the back of the bed of your truck. You're going to have to fuel in place. So just consider that. Here we go. So the bag on top has the hose, which is a really nice hose. Wow, very supple. Look at that. It's got the spigot up here that you push this little button or pull this button out. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is the pump inside that will pump the gas. And you also get a ratchet tie-down strap. So they are thinking about the same thing we are, that you're going to need to strap this thing down somewhere and probably fill it in place. The sticker is already peeling off. Like, no effort whatsoever. Maybe we can put a little alcohol on that and try to adhere that back. One thing I really do like, the wheels are already attached, so no assembly required. That's very different than the tank I bought. The wheels had to be completely constructed, even though they don't come outside of the actual dimensions of this tank. Really nice plastic. I will say, oh, listen to that. Wow, that had a lot of pressure in it. This must be packaged somewhere very low altitude, because we're almost a mile high here, just like Denver. But this cap is very high quality. It has a brass fitting in the center to let fumes escape. That's really nice. This handle here is well protected with some foam wrap. Good. And then inside where you fill the gasoline, there is a built-in white screen that you can see in this close-up here. And I can feel the slat, so this is going to be holding onto large amounts of debris if you have bad gas or something like that. It does not feel like it's removable, at least I can't get it out, so interesting. The spot where you hold the hose, where you hang up the hose here, just pops out and hangs just out that much. There you go. That's going to be just enough for the hose to hang from there. But that's a nice feature. And then it collapses if you don't need it there. This is where you attach the hose to fill things up. It's at the bottom of the tank, so you have the benefit of all the weight of the fuel. And then this is just like a garden hose attachment right here, and it's got a little ball joint that you can turn on or off, just like any other ball joint. You turn it towards the outside, that is on this way, and if you turn it 90 degrees to the spigot, that is shut off. Standard ball valve. I like that. These wheels are rubber. And they feel really nice, and that rubber comes all the way here to the plastic rim. Very nice. There's no ball bearings or anything that I can feel, but it really doesn't need to be. They are pretty smooth though. They're a little off center from shipment, so this one rolls really easy. This one doesn't. So if I just give it a bump, and knock the rod over in these two plastic spots, this one comes to life. Nice and smooth. All right, let's go fill it. So I drove into town to fill up the tank so that we could press on with the review. And I even gave a recommendation about what fuel I wanted to put in here for possible long-term storage. Instead, for our tanks, I'm going to go with the blue one. That is clear gas, ethanol free. And that's when the trouble began. Well, that white little plastic insert is turning out to be quite a pain. It doesn't matter if I go out here like this. It's filling up, it's bubbling over. Or if I go all the way down, it's bubbling over. That doesn't happen on my old one that's just open. Well, that was a waste of time. How much do you like wasting your time? So, out of the box, this Garvee fuel tank is unusable. You can't put fuel in it. It either bubbles over or it shuts off the nozzle. Now, before you go thinking, hey, you should have tried standing it upright. No. The instructions say to lay it horizontal. The instructions also say to turn off the bottom nozzle, this ball valve. Now, I even tried opening that, thinking that maybe that would let the extra air go out that way. Nothing worked. With this filter screen in here, you can't fill this tank with gasoline, so it's unusable. Now, maybe my hand strength is just too weak and this thing will pop right out, but do you want to try to modify the tank that you receive in the mail? There. All right. Garvee, do you even test your products before you send them out to your customers? Were you aware that this makes it unusable and it's difficult to remove? You don't make any mention of it in your instructions. The sticker falls off of it. I think we're done here. I had plans to show you how I was going to insert an electric pump because these hand pumps are really difficult to use. You have to sit there and pump them. But this company's just not serious. And also, they spy on you. So what do I mean by that? Before this item arrived, I went on their website to check it out, see if it's user-friendly, all that kind of stuff. I checked out this fuel tank to see what the price was, all that kind of stuff. And it sent me an email like an hour later with a 10% off coupon. Now, I always reject cookies, but I don't remember having to do that on here. But anyway, I always do. And also, I didn't sign up for their email newsletter or anything like that. And they didn't capture the email that I was offered this review, mike@houseonthemen.com. No, it sent it to my personal email. So that means the website is spying on me. I don't like that. So I don't care to go any further with this tank. Out of the box, it's unusable. You have to get in here with a screwdriver and pry something out to get it to work. The sticker's falling off. It's obvious to me this company didn't even take it out for a test drive. They just had it manufactured somewhere else, haphazardly had a label slapped on it that falls off in shipping, and sent it out to customers. I'm really disappointed. So until next time, thank you for watching.